Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Me First Morning. I am your host, Patricia Rivero Wolfson. I am super happy to be here. I'm an intuitive coach and an energy healer, a wife and a mom to 3 boys. And my mission is to teach you how to, number 1, calibrate your energy. Number 2, how to integrate self-care into easy, doable steps. And number 3, how to embrace your own natural gifts and talents to achieve a life you love. Sounds easy enough? Kind of challenging, sometimes easy, depending on how you look at it. Sometimes it's just a perspective shift, and that's what I'm here for. Me First Mornings is your daily perspective shift. If you have not yet downloaded your free copy of the GPS workbook, which is right here, please go ahead and do that now. This is a great way for you to kick off 2022, coming up with a way to ground yourself in what you want, because very often we need reminders, because we have these ideas and these visions of what we want out of our life, but then we kind of get distracted with life in the way, right? And it's not that life is in the way, it's just that there's a lot going on. There's a lot that we're dealing with, a lot that we're balancing, responsibilities and obligations and taxes and work and children and family and relationships, all this stuff, right? But all of that is part of it, but it's really easy to get caught up in the situations themselves and forget about the big picture. So when you do your GPS workbook, it is going to help you figure out what is your foundational word? What is the feeling you want more than anything? And then we're going to work on it together, how to integrate that feeling into every single part of your life. And today we're doing a really fun little exercise that I just came up with. So you guys are just going to tell me whether or not it works for you. But it's a little fun visualization where we are going to go into your alter reality. So you've heard of talk, and I've talked a lot about the alter ego. And if you go into the free GPS workbook, you'll find talk about the alter ego. But today we're going to talk about the alter reality and a little bit about what that means. So let's get started. It's a big day. Good morning, Meredith. Hi, so glad to see that you're here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take you through, or I'm going to take you through the usual Me First Morning ritual. And then when we get to that breathing, after the breathing, I'm going to talk you right into that visualization after we've done our reading. After we've done the breathing, I should say, and then before we set our intentions, we're going to pick the GPS word, and we're going to do it with that visualization. So stick around. That will be a little extra special thing today. Sorry, let me just turn off my phone because it is buzzing. All right, so here we go. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, and thank you. Go to Jumpstart for Change on YouTube, press subscribe, ding the notification button, and pass along the word to your friends if you think they would benefit from my show in the mornings or any other time of day. Then please spread the word and pass them this link. Okay, so let's go ahead and start lighting our candle. So we're going to do our routine today, and like I said, we're going to take a little detour, sidetrack detour, but really it is to bring in that feeling of this alter reality, the alter reality that we all dream of. So we'll do that today. All right, so if you have a candle, go ahead and light your candle. You can light my candle. All right, once in a while I'm going to sing that song because I want to, and this is my show, and it's all about me first. I'm feeling a little spicy this morning. Must be my coffee. I like my coffee mug. Look, it says here, it's from Gregory's Coffee. There's a coffee place here in Long Island. But there it is. It says, rise and grind. I get a kick out of the silliest things. That's what happens when you're a grown-up. When you're a grown-up, actually, when you're a kid, that's when it really happens. I'm trying to recapture that. All right, so let's go to, we lit our candle. Let's get some essential oils. Okay, clearly I'm running out of this one. All right, so whatever scent makes you feel calm or grounded or energized, if that's what you want this morning, but I like the grounding energy. Sorry. as I'm knocking my headphones because I like to put the essential oils in my hair. I actually did my hair today, people. Isn't that fun? All right. I don't know why. I just felt inspired to put my curlers on today. Okay. So I don't have a photo shoot or anything. I just wanted to take pictures. Okay. So guys, bear with me. It's one of those days. This is why I have to do these things, because I have to ground myself. Okay. We lit the candle. We put the essential oils. Now it's time for our breathing. All right. So we are going to take 3 really deep, intentional breaths. And every time you take a deep breath, I want you to imagine that the top of your head is opening up, and in through the top of your head, or through your crown chakra, if you want to look at it that way, you're going to feel this beautiful sunlight, like liquid sunlight pouring into your head. And it is beautiful, healing light. It is life force energy light that's just coming into your head. It is what makes everything grow. It is the love and the light that permeates every single living, breathing being on this planet. And at the same time, I want you to plant your legs firmly on the ground and just feel the ground under your feet. And I want you to imagine that all of that life force energy is coming up through the ground, just the same way as a plant may, budding in the spring comes through the ground. I want you to imagine that that life force energy is coming up your legs through the ground, and you are feeling the growth, you are feeling the life just running through you. And then that beautiful sunlight, or the energy from the heavens, as you were, if you want to imagine it that way, coming into the top of your head, and the heavens, yes, the heavens too, and the energy from the earth coming up, and all of that blending, right? Because we are a combination of heaven and earth, and our life force energy is a combination of heaven and earth. And so we're going to welcome that into our body and use that powerful light to destroy, dissipate, or break apart any stuck, stagnant, or dense energy that's in our body and does not belong. And when you exhale, you are going to release all of the things that don't serve you, all of that stuck, stagnant, dense energy that doesn't belong in your body, and you want to remove it. You're going to just release it with your outward breath. Okay, so breathing in, we're going to bring in that beautiful light and that beautiful nourishing energy from the earth, and we're going to allow all of that energy in our body to just dissipate and just like get loose and free, and anything that doesn't serve us will be expelled with our breath. We're going to do that 3 times. Here we go. And hold. Imagine all of those parts that don't serve you just breaking apart. And now release them with your breath. Another deep breath in, with the sunlight coming through the top of your head and that nourishing light coming from the earth, all of it into your body. And hold. And release. Okay, one last time. Take a deep breath in. And hold. Yes. Okay. Let's do a little bit of that stretching that we normally do. And then we're going to set our intentions, because we just want to loosen up. We want to think with a clear mind. We want to remove any tension, any stagnant energy from every part of our body. Anything that feels stiff, we just want to loosen it up. We want to feel the flow. We want to feel free. Good morning, Dad. I'm so glad you're here. Good morning to anyone who's here. And if you're watching the replay, just let me know. Say #replay. Oh, okay, we're loosening that up. Beautiful. Okay. And shake it out. All right. So, we're going to do something different. As I said, I'm going to take you through a visualization. So now that we've done those deep breaths and we've shaken out any sort of stuck, stagnant, or dense energy, we are ready to begin our day. We're going to say the prayer. And then after we say the prayer, I'm going to take you through that visualization, because I really like the idea of the prayer bringing together Although the prayer has the intention, maybe we should do the visualization first and then you have your intentions. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, this is what we'll do. We're going to, I'm going to take you through the visualization and then we're going to say the prayer and intend that what we come up with during the visualization will be sort of held, and the angels and the spirits and the powers that be will hold space for that alter reality to enter into our current reality. And that's not exactly what we're doing with this exercise. What we are doing, though, is we are building a visualization, right? And if you have downloaded my GPS workbook, which I have here, I talk about the alter ego. And I find that the alter ego work is important, or at least it's worked a lot for me, where you imagine this version of yourself, this successful, this passionate, powerful version of yourself, right? We all sort of have that image of ourselves, that person that we hope to be or we want to be. I've talked about this before, where we know that Beyonce has Sasha Fierce and other famous people sort of like get into a role in order to embody their most powerful selves. Certainly actors have tuned into the ability and the power of stepping into something that is not you, but you can feel viscerally in your body. And that's really the idea of this visualization, is I'm going to take you down. And this is fun. It is not like a real super intense meditation. I don't, really do those well. I shouldn't say that. That's just not something I have done up until this point, although I may open up and do it. But what I want to do is I just want to take you on a little trip, because so often, with the alter ego, and I have to tell you for myself, my alter ego is actually a past version of me. That's my alter ego. My alter ego, I always look at as Trish, like the performer or the stage person. That's sort of my alter ego. When I feel all powerful, when I feel unstoppable, is when I'm on stage. And so very often I'll bring that flavor into my day to day. Obviously, I'm not like that all the time, although my kids may beg to differ. But you have to kind of figure out who you want to be with the alter ego. But today we're not really talking about the alter ego. You could do that in the GPS workbook. Today we want to talk about the alter reality. And very often, what I mean by that is, when people say, like, go to your happy place, right? And there was, I think it's Billy Madison, we're big Adam Sandler fans in my house. And I think it's in Billy Madison where they tell him to go to his happy place so that he can sort of find his bliss and his joy and is not so angry when he like hits the, oh, wait, is that Billy Madison or is that, that's a good question. Anyway, he has this visualization and he always has sort of the same visualization. So he goes to his happy place. Well, we're now going to take a little journey to your happy place. So if you want to just take one more deep breath, and I want you to just sit and close your eyes for a moment, okay? And just take another deep breath, because I've been talking and probably threw you from the first deep breaths we took. Okay, just take a deep breath, and I want you to just feel yourself sinking in to your place, okay? And hold. Release. It's so hard for us to think about living the life of our dreams, when we're struggling each and every day. And it's not really about living a dreamy life. It's about living your life in a way that allows you to be intentional in honoring your responsibilities as well as your hopes and dreams, okay? When you're really able to capture this feeling, you're going to see that it's really just about doing what you love as much as possible and including all the things that you love into your life. All right, so I want you to just imagine yourself walking along. And it can be anywhere you feel like you're walking, but as you are right now. This is not a future you, this is not a past you. This is you right now. You can decide that you're going to either visualize yourself, walking out the door, whatever, but it's you right now, okay? And I want you to walk along, and then suddenly you happen upon your happy place. And you look around, and it just makes you feel so good. It is the happiest that you can imagine yourself being. So who is there in this happy place? What are you doing? Think about what you're doing and why are you doing it? Does it feel connected? Does it feel like an escape? Does it feel like reality? What's going on in this happy place? What do you feel here? And be really thoughtful in terms of the feelings, not just words like happy, but is it fulfilled, peaceful, free, open, unlimited? What does it look like? Why is this your happy place? What about it brings you joy? What is so satisfying about this place? And now I want you to write down the words that come up for you when you see this place, okay? I want you to just write down the words that you see. You can write all of them. You can write one of them. You can write none. If nothing comes to you, that's okay too. But if you can capture the feeling, if you can describe the feeling, what is it? Each of these words contains a vibration. And that vibration or frequency is what you want to calibrate to. You need to match that in your real life. So when you think about that happy place and you think about the frequency of the happy place, where is that in relation to how you feel right now? Do you feel close to it? Like, are you almost there? Can you see it? Can you feel that happy place? Do you feel like you're heading closer? Do you feel like it's just around the corner? Or does it seem distant or unlikely? Maybe even impossible? Do you feel as though the frequency is out of your league? Maybe it just feels different and disconnected from where you are right now. So it's not so much that it's out of your league, but it's like you have no idea how that can fit into your life right now. And what do you need to do to close that gap? What would make you feel like you were on the path to reaching that vibration? I mean, when you feel sad, you know if you're just one good joke away from feeling better or if it's going to take a lot of energy to lift your spirits. So I want you to visualize now, okay? Now, this is an additional visualization. So you have your happy place. Okay, so now I'm going to take you on another little part. And I want you, this is going to be an exercise to figure out how far you really are from this happy place. Okay? So I want you to visualize yourself getting on an elevator. Okay? All right, so you are now out of that happy place that you just discovered, right? You discovered that happy place. Now I want you to go into this elevator and I want you to imagine going back to the happy place, all right? And I want you to take a few deep breaths from where you are right now and press the button on the elevator. And I really want you to think about your life right at this moment without moving, without walking, without anything. Right now, you're going to step into the elevator as you are, in whatever clothes you're wearing and whatever state of mind you're in. And when you step into the elevator, I want you to imagine going to this happy place. Okay, press that button on the elevator. The doors close and it begins to move. And remember, you're going as you are now. Okay, now I want you to imagine the doors are opening and right there in front of you is everything you've wanted your whole life. Just walk out the door, okay? But I want you to ask yourself, are you ready to walk out of that elevator right now and step into this life that you've dreamed of? Are you ready? What is your first thought? Write that down. Is it panic? Are you like, I'm not ready for this. Oh my God, I have so much to do before I can get here. Is it relief? Finally, I've been working so hard and finally it's here. So if you feel like you're ready for everything you ever wanted, yay! You're on the right track and you've probably done a lot of inner work to be able to step out and receive whatever's waiting for you on that floor. Did you say yes, but? Like you feel ready, but there's a couple of little things. Write down those buts. What's coming up for you? Those are your fears. What steps do you need to take to acknowledge and move past those fears? The gap between what you want and being ready for what you want, that's the work. That's the work that we're doing. That is your mission. Your purpose is to eliminate that gap and live the life you've envisioned for yourself. With room, of course, for Source to sprinkle its blessings, right? Like whatever Source thinks you should have, okay, you gotta be open and unattached to the reality that you imagine so that Source can make it better, make it fuller, make it wilder than your dreams. Okay, but the words you came up with in describing that happy place, those are your GPS words. I don't know what words you came up with, but whatever words you wrote now, those are your GPS words. And that is the goal. Those are the words, those are the feelings that you want to incorporate into your life in each and every moment, each and every day, as much as possible, in every facet of your life. Those words, those feelings are the path to getting what you want. So you have to figure out how to activate that vibration, the vibration that those words carry, and integrate them into your daily life. And if you do that with every opportunity, before you know it, you'll be living the life that you have carefully crafted with your intentions and your actions that reflect them. Because that's what you need to do. You need to step into that visualization. You need to take that happy place and bring it in, not by escaping in your mind and saying, oh, I see myself on the beach. Okay, why the beach? Is it peaceful? Is it quiet? Is it the water? Maybe you visualize mountains. Why the mountains? Is it the greenery? You want to feel grounded? Is it the earth? Okay, you have to think why. You don't have to think why. You just have to think, what is it? What is it that I want from that happy place? What is it about that place that makes me happy, that makes me feel connected, that makes me feel in alignment with Source? That's what you need to bring in. So once you figure that out, okay, good morning, everyone who's watching. Good morning. Christina, yes. Sean, Linda, Mom. Hey, ocean, peach, sunshine, peace, sunshine, bliss are my mom's words, right? What is it about the ocean? What is it about peace, right? If you want peace in your life, then you need to choose peace in every single moment that you can. If you want freedom, you need to choose freedom in every single moment that you can. You have to take that alter reality and you need to bring it into your current reality. So if it's, air, if it's ocean air and there's something about that ocean air that you need, then you need to put yourself outside as much as possible. You need to be able to capture that essence of that ocean air. What is it about it? Is it the breathing? Is it the being outside? Is it being connected to nature? Is it whatever it is? And how can you bring that into your daily life? Yes, even if you're in the middle of New York City, how do you bring the feeling of having your toes in the sand? What is it? What is that feeling of having your toes in the sand? What is it that it brings up for you? Connection, peace, freedom, abundance, whatever that is, you've got to bring that into your life right now, even in the craziness, even when you're suffering, even if you don't know if you believe in God. Honestly, if you want that, you have to figure out how to create that in your life every single day, every single moment, with every single choice that you make. Okay, so let's take those words. If you have your GPS word now, I want you to take those words or a word, and I want you to really think about them and bring them into the GPS. And we're going to say our usual prayer, and we're going to ask for support from Source to bring our ideas, to make our happy place be more of a reality, to bring it into our reality. We are going to set the intention that the feelings that our happy place bring us, that we are going to be reminded as to how to integrate them into our current life. That's what we're asking Source for help with. Okay. Divine Mother, Infinite Father, Creator, Ancestors, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and all beings of 100% pure white light, allow me to be a clear and open channel of your light and love without hesitation or ego. May the highest vibration of infinite consciousness connect with my higher self and release any and all things that no longer serve me. I ask that Saint Germain and his infinitely powerful violet flame burn away the things that no longer serve myself or humanity and hold us back from our divine existence. Help us to embody our intentions for the day. Help us to integrate our beautiful alter reality and help us raise the collective vibration for the highest and greatest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so it is. Okay, let's pull a card. We got 3 minutes left in the show. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I like using the elevator construct because it's something that I kind of had a visual about, and I kind of channeled it, and it really made sense to me. Like walking into the elevator, I use that to really grasp the frequency concept for me, and I use that to teach my children too. Right? It's like when you walk into an elevator and you get off on a floor, if you don't like anything that's going on that floor, you get back on the elevator, you go to a different floor. Well, it's like that with frequency, right? If you go out into your day and you don't like anything that's happening, and you're just like, I wish I stayed in bed. That's like getting back into your elevator, right? Resetting, shifting your frequency, right? And that's what you do when you get back into the elevator and press the button. Shifting your frequency and then getting back, and then you go back into the elevator, you walk out at your new frequency and go, well, how's this? Is this better? And you're like, yeah, this floor is much better, much more my jam, right? That's what we need to do. We are responsible. We are sort of like the elevators, right? And so we are responsible for where we get off, right? Like we're on the elevator, right? Life is the elevator, I guess. We're not the elevators, but life is the elevator. And we walk in, and it's up to us to press the button, right? And get off where we want to go. And let me tell you, there's jerks in the elevator pressing every button, so you don't have a choice, and you have to experience every floor, and you're miserable, and you're like, I just want to get to my floor. But that's the work, right? How can you just patiently keep your cool, keep yourself grounded until the elevator gets off at your floor, right? You're going to have people coming on the elevator. They're going to be making all sorts of mess. There's going to be people farting, stinking up the elevator, right? There's all sorts of things that can happen in the elevator. People walk in. You can't control who walks in. You can't control who walks out. You can't control who follows you out when you get out there. All you can control is yourself and what button you press and what floor you get off of, right? That's what we're doing, okay? That's what, when we talk about calibrating our frequency, we are controlling where we're getting off in the elevator. All right. Let's pull the card and see what the angels have to say. Oh my God, it's all about the deep freeze, people. It is all about the deep freeze. Look at this, number 26, okay? And the deep freeze, what's the deep freeze about? This card especially, okay? The deep freeze is all about going within and being quiet, right? We are in winter, and here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are actually in winter, so this is an appropriate card, both seasonally, but also emotionally and spiritually, right? It's time for us to go within. We need to figure out what we want to do, how we want to step out into the world. We got to get our own shit together first and foremost before we start sprinkling our ideas and dreams and wishes onto other people, right? Before we enter into the world and spread our energy everywhere, we got to make sure that we are where we want to be. We want to make sure that we are emitting the frequency that we want to be emitting You are going to encounter all sorts of shit all throughout your day, all throughout your life, through people, through society, through structures, through all sorts of things. You have to decide, okay, I can only control myself. I can only control my frequency. It is my responsibility to put out there what I want to see in the world. So how are you going to show up? That is up to you. And now this is the time to go within. It is the deep freeze. Go within and figure out who you really want to be. Who is that alter ego? What is that alter reality? And how can you channel that through your current vessel, through your current circumstances, and through your current reality? Because whether or not your life reflects what you want it to reflect right now, you have the power to shift things through your mind, through your heart, and through your actions. So I encourage you to do that, not just today, but every single day. Alina, this is true. Yes, it is true about the elevator. Yes, Meredith, I'm so glad you like my elevator analogy. I really like it too, because it feels like I'm in control of this, right? The elevator's there, going up and down, people coming in and out. You have no control over that. But which button are you pressing and what floor are you getting out at? Because on that floor is all sorts of stuff you want, that you're interested in, people that you connect with, right? But until you feel that pull to get out, just take care of your frequency first, figure out what you want, where you want to get off on that elevator, and then work to get there. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you coming and spending this time with me in the morning. I'm here every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. I will be here again tomorrow, and we will talk about more exciting things. Don't forget, calibrate your energy. You can do it. I believe in you. You are amazing. I love you all. Bye.